Peace. I wanted to add on about something that I thought about for a while, because I hear a lot of people talk about 40 acres in the mule and everything like that. So I'm going to talk about 40 acres in the mule. See, we the 5%, we know that 40 acres is the free cipher. You know what I'm saying? Because we dealing with supreme mathematics, we dealing with the free cipher. You know what I'm saying? But the 85%, they really think that when they become free, they get 40 acres in the mule. And it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because they dealing on face value. They dealing with the 10% on face value. The 10% will tell them that when they become free, they'll receive this 40 acres in the mule. You know what I'm saying? And really, they're not going to get none of that because they believe in a mystery. It's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Because the 10% will tell you that you're going to, receive this, and they're going to let you think that you're going to get that, and they're going to, live off of your labor. They're going to blood suck you. They're going to make you work hard for that, thinking you're going to become free one day. And you're going to receive this. And you ain't going to get none of that. Because it's 29 million square miles of useful land on this planet. The original man gets 23 of it. You know what I'm saying? And the colored man gets 6. Now we know that 23 million square miles of useful land is the best part. You know what I'm saying? The worst part is the 6. You know what I'm saying? The poor part is the 29. But we take the best part for ourselves. You know? And that mule is the free transportation that you provide for yourself. They're not going to give you nothing. The devil won't give you nothing. And that's why we like the devil, because the devil gives us nothing. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's like a lot of people, they're slaves of a mental, deaf, and power. 85% is so blind, deaf, and dumb, and slaves of a mental, deaf, and power, that they will believe the teachings of the 10%. But they won't listen to the 5% to find out who the true and living God is. You know what I'm saying? So they're easier led in the wrong direction and hard to lead in the right direction, and they poison animal eaters, and they don't have no knowledge of themselves. So they will believe anything that somebody will tell them. You know? But think about farmers for a minute. Think about how much acres of land they have. You know what I'm saying? And they go out, and they'll clean up their land, cultivate their land so they can harvest it. And they'll go get, some livestock. They'll get cows and chickens and things of that nature. So that way they got, they'll have grass-fed cows so they can have, milk, and good beef. Not that slaughterhouse beef. That slaughterhouse beef, they got good beef. Chicken the same way, corn-fed chicken. So they got eggs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or they got produce, They got their vegetables, they got their fruit, they're not sprayed with pesticide, none of that GMO shit, none of that. You know what I mean? They go right to the farmer's market and they wholesale their shit. You know what I mean? So that's how they living off the land. That's how they live off the land. And the same thing with a fisherman. He'll go get a boat, you know what I'm saying? And he'll go fishing and he'll grab as much fish as he can, you know what I'm saying? And he'll bring it back and wholesale it to the fish market. You know what I'm saying? People got to realize that farmers and fishermen are some of the richest people on the planet because they live off the land. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, living off the land. That's your 40 acres right there, because the best part is reserved for yourself. And if you can build a home and you can make something out of nothing, that's your 40 acres right there. That's the best part. We deal with nothing but the best part. And we preserve that for ourselves. So a lot of people talking about 40 acres in a mule, you will never get that. As long as you think that, when you become free, that you can receive that, you're going to be outdoors, butt naked, and you're going to be fucking hungry. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the jewels. Food, clothing, and shelter is the jewels of life that we all need. And if you believe in something other than you cannot see, that does not exist, you're not going to have no type of freedom. Because freedom is the absence of all restraints. It's to break the chains that the devil placed there for you. You got to break them chains. And as long as you stay uncivilized and blind, deaf, and dumb to everything in the world, you're never going to have no freedom. And freedom starts within. It's a mind. It starts with your mind. If you can't become free mentally, you always going to be a slave of a mental, deaf, and power. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm going to say peace.